Good morning, students. Today's video is regarding other kinds of companies. In the previous video we have seen kinds of companies. Along with those kind of companies we have other kinds of companies also, and let us list out those kinds of companies once. Number one is statutory company, registered companies, government companies, foreign companies, holding and subsidiary companies, investment companies, public financial institutions, producer companies, illegal companies, and unregistered companies. Altogether we have 10 companies. And let me tell you one thing over here, students. The examiner may ask you to write any of these companies for either for 4 marks or all the companies for 12 marks in your final theory examination. So let us focus on each and every kind of companies. So as you can observe on the slide very clearly, students, here we have the first kind of company is statutory company. The first kind of company is statutory company. And students, this is statutory company will be asked for 4 marks in the examination. So focus on this slide. What is called a statutory company? Statutory company is incorporated or formed by passing a special act at the legislature is called as a statutory company. So if the government of India, either in the parliament or in state assembly, if they have made it with the act of legislature, special act of legislature, then it is called as statutory company. So though though preliminary they are governed under the special act, still this Companies Act 2013 will be applicable to them. So if they are formed under special act, whatever it may be, but they have to act under the rules and regulations of Companies Act 2013. And these statutory companies are formed mainly with an intention to provide the public services like gas, water, electricity. And statutory companies are also known as statutory corporations or public corporations. Statutory companies are also called as statutory corporation or public corporations. And the examples for such statutory companies are Reserve Bank of India, Food Corporation of India, and Life Insurance Corporation. So when you are writing about the statutory companies, they act and the establishment is with a special rule which will comes under and which will also act under Companies Act. Okay, ma? That is the first one. Second one is registered companies. A company which is formed and registered under the Companies Act of 2013 includes the companies which are earlier registered under any of the previous company or called as or incorporated or registered companies. I'm giving the point again. If at all any company which is formed and registered under the rule of Companies Act 2013, which are included with the earlier registration under the previous Companies Act of 1956, they are also called as incorporated or registered companies. And here we have a point. All those companies which do not fall under the above category are called unregistered companies. Next one is government company. This one is government company. So this government company will come under the Act of Section 2, subsection 45 of Indian Companies Act of 2013. A government company means any company in which not less than 51% of the paid up share capital is held by the central government or by any of the state government, or partly by the central government and partly by state government, or partly by one or more state governments, and includes a company which is subsidiary company of such a government company. Simple logic that If any company, if it holds 50% of the paid up capital from either or state government or central government, it's called as government company. Now, foreign company. Section 2, subsection 42 of 2013 Act. Foreign company means any company or body corporate incorporated outside India. Incorporated outside India means its head office is not in India. It heads office in other country, means it is not of our country's company, and has a place of business in India, whether by itself or through an agent, physically or through electronic mode, etc., and conducts any business activity in India in any other manner. So here, students, I would like to give an example for this. Is first one, we can take foreign company as Coca-Cola, Thumbs Up, KFC, Domino's. All these are foreign companies. They are not Indian ones. They are companies actually. So this is what we call their establishment of their main branches in other countries, and their branches are in India. So they called as foreign companies. Okay, ma'am? Now, holding or subsidiary companies. This you need to study very well, students, because you are general students and you have advanced corporate accounting. In that concept, you need to do balance sheet for holding companies and subsidiary companies. So section 2 subsection 46 of 2013 Act of Companies Act. Holding company in relation to one or more other companies means a company of which such companies are subsidiary companies. So holding company means in a relation one company, and if it has more subsidiary companies, it's called holding company. And the other companies which are under the rule of holding company, they called as subsidiary company. Next one is investment company. An investment company is a company whose main business is holding securities of other companies, purely its shareholders, who in turn share in the profits and losses. Okay, so investment company is a company which main business is to hold securities of other companies, and these companies will act only for the purpose of investment, and they will enjoy the benefit of profits, and they will be ready to bear the losses also. In United States securities law, there are at least 3 types of investment companies: open-end management investment companies, mutual funds; closed-end management investment companies, closed-end funds; and UTITs, means unit in investment trust. Okay, so the Reserve Bank of India is entrusted with the responsibility of regulating and supervising the non-banking financial companies by virtue of power vested in Chapter 3B of Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. See, students, you know, no need of such all that stuff. Okay, next one is public financial institutions. Public financial institutions. Section 2 subsection 72 of 2013 Act. Public financial institutions means the Life Insurance Corporation of India, established under Section 3 of Life Insurance Corporation Act of 1956. See, all these are public financial institutions who will get finance from public, who will get capital from public by their contribution as share capital. First one is LIC. Second one is the Infrastructure Development Finance Company Limited, and it refers in clause 6 of subsection 1 of section 4A of the Companies Act 1956. So replaced under section 465 of this act. Next one, specified company referred to the UTI, Unit Trust of India. Okay, that's enough, ma. More than that, no need to study about this. Next one, producer companies. Here under this producer companies, they will fall under 465 subsection 1 of 2013 Act. The concept of producer company in India was introduced to allow cooperative cooperatives to function as a corporate entity under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. In this article and in this point we can see that producer for registering a producer company in India under the Companies Act of 2013. The Companies Act defines producer as any person who is engaged in any activity connected with or relatable to any primary procedure, things that have been produced or grown, especially by farming. A producer company is thus a body corporate having an object that is one or all of following: production, harvesting, procurement, grading, pooling, handling, marketing, selling, export of primary producer of the members, or import of goods or services for their benefits. Further, the producer company must deal primarily with the produce of its active members and is allowed to carry on any of the activities by itself or through other entities on behalf of the members. Processing includes preserving, drying, distilling, boiling, vinting, manufacturing, sale or supply of machinery, equipment or consumable mainly to its members. Okay, that is next one, illegal companies. So it falls under section 464 of 2013 Act. This will be asked for you for 4 marks in a rare case. No association or partnership consulting is more than such number of persons as may be prescribed shall be formed for the purpose of carrying on any business that has for its object the acquisition of gain by the association or partnership of the individual members thereof, unless it is registered as a company under this act or formed under any other law for the time being in force, provided that number of persons which may be prescribed under this section shall not exceed 100. So the company itself is indicating it is illegal. It is illegal. Example for illegal companies: if any company is formed to smuggle the goods, then it is an illegal company. Simple logic. So here we have other point also. Nothing in subsection 1 shall apply to a Hindu undivided family carrying on any business or an association or partnership if it is formed by professionals who are governing a special act. Again, every number of an association or partnership carrying on business in contravention of subsection 1 shall be punishable with fine which may extend to 1 lakh rupees and shall also be personally liable for all liabilities incurred in such business. And there are certain exceptions also, students. Section will not applicable to the following entities: association which are formed without any profits like NGOs and charitable institutions, stock exchange, these are formed without profit motive, and you can refer the case law of Ria versus Dalmia, one single Hindu undivided family carrying on business. And effect of an illegal association: every member of an illegal association shall be personally liable for all debts and liabilities formed by an association in an unlimited manner. Every member shall be liable to pay fine up to rupees 10,000 each. An illegal association cannot enter into any contract with any person. It cannot sue either its own members or any outsiders. It can be sued either by its own members or outsiders. It cannot be wound up or dissolved because it does not exist in the eyes of law. It cannot become, which cannot become, an illegal company cannot become a legal association subsequently by reduction in the number of members. Profits made by an illegal association liable to income tax. These are the points you need to write about illegal companies. Now come to the point of unregistered companies. Any partnership or association consisting of more than 7 persons and not more than 10 persons and carrying an banking business, or not more than 20 persons carrying other business which is not registered in Companies Act or any other business. Okay students, with this we completed the kinds of companies. Okay, so with this slide I would like to say thank you, and we'll touch other topic in coming video. Okay, take care, bye.